Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Yankees and the Milwaukee Brewers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Matt Garza is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
The afternoon for the Yankees, center fielder, number 22.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
First pitch, 4 o'clock.
Garza sets his sights. 0-1 on its way. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, that's a good location for the fastball there. That's what he'll need to do. Try to get the hitters to expand their zone. Get these guys reaching for stuff off the plate.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball, and his speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base paths is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. Jeanette barehanded. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Ryan Braun has always been known as one of those power hitters, but he's also got a power arm and can cover some ground in that outfield. Very reliable, plays a smart defensive outfield, always an asset in any game.
Alex Rodriguez gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Takes this the other way to right. Santana under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity. He'll go up and down. The break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Scooter Gennett comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Brewers, second baseman, Scooter Gennett.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pulled the string on him. Strike three swinging. And the throw is there to record the first out. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting nine for these Brewers. EK, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think you got to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Ryan Braun comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Yeah, Joe has a little bit of a tough strike zone to figure out, guys. It's never too crazy in any one direction, but it's not always as consistent as some people would hope.
On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Here's Chris Carter now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And one thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
That one misses. It's 1-1 now to the Milwaukee first baseman. 1-1, here it is. On the move is Braun. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Brewers go down quietly. After one, no score. Mark Teixeira makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Garza gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed by Teixeira as he's a strikeout victim here, one away. Brian McCann will dig in now. The American League's Silver Slugger behind the plate a year ago. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and McCann gets into one here as he sends it high in the air and deep to right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Carlos Beltran stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 1-1, here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Chris Carter strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
First baseman, Chris Carter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Hit to short. Gregorius is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Domingo Santana is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Aaron Hill takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Kirk Neuenhuis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, yeah, that's the pitch right there. If he keeps that sinker to the outside part of the plate, he's going to do just fine. If that thing flattens out just a little bit, or if he gets it towards the middle of the plate, it's going to be a long game.
And the runner back easily. Here it comes, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at Miller Park in Milwaukee as we get you set for the top of the 3rd. Starlin Castro will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit hard towards second, but an atom bowl right to him for the first out.
Batting 8.
Still looking for that first hit of the ball game, and this one had the potential to be one, but it was not meant to be.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
To first. Over to the bag with it is Carter to record the unassisted putout.
Yeah, and I don't know what he's doing going down the line. I mean, I love hustle as much as the next guy, but right there, that's an invitation to the 60-day DL. I hope he knows a good shoulder surgeon because he's going to need one if he keeps that up.
And there's the fastball that time from Garza. It's 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he is in the scoring position at second with their first hit, a 2-out double.
And on the mound here, not only did you get burned by an opposing pitcher, you got burned by an American League pitcher. That's adding insult to injury there.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. Ground ball right side. A spin and a throw, and he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We've played 2 and Jonathan Villar digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
The pitcher, Matt Garza, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Look, and a throw to first by Sabathia. Back in standing. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly.
The second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Scooter Gennett. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Ellsbury is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Jonathan Lucroy is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
3-0 now.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or 2.
Ryan Braun stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Sabathia pauses. Here it comes on 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
And the count will be full. Back to the mound and off his leg. And they'll end up taking the lead, and talk about insult to injury. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock the ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Here's Chris Carter now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Right fielder number 16.
Domingo Santana steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
Lays off 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Drilled down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 1 and the Yankees nothing. Brett Gardner is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, you could tell right there. 0-2, he's just thinking about protecting the plate. And he nearly chased a bad one there, but he caught himself at the last possible instant.
Under it is Neuenhuis, and he's got it for the first out.
The third baseman.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Garza steps into his windup. First pitch on its way. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
One away, and the dangerous Mark Teixeira is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Hit hard to short. To second for one. On to Carter. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Yanks held in check. They still trail 1-0. Aaron Hill is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Third baseman, number 9.
Hard liner toward short, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Center fielder, number 10.
And this is just the pitcher's way of making sure his infielders are awake out there. First pitch of the inning, and this ball's hit pretty hard, but as you can see, he doesn't have that far to go to pull it in.
Standing in now, Kirk Neuenhuis. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
The batter, number 5.
Jonathan Villar rides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Brian McCann, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Here's Carlos Beltran, as he'll take a look at ball one. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Got him. Starlin Castro stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And, Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Garza's ready. 1-0 on its way. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. It remains 1-0. Matt Garza will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
On the mound, he's got to be talking to himself. In the American League, we see DHs like Ortiz and Billy Butler, Michael Young. You're telling me I get to face a pitcher 3 times a game? I could get used to this.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The catcher,
and this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there. They wanted to take him up around the letters hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Jonathan Lucroy started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1.
Well, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important.
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end the inning. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Didi Gregorius will come forward now to start out their half of the sixth, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, we've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his MO throughout the first half of this game.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pitch on the way. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, CC Sabathia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Now batting, center fielder
Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Garza pauses. Here's the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
That's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Brett Gardner will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Brewers lead it 1-0. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Ryan Braun steps forward to get things started here in the Milwaukee half of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Beltran looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. Ryan Braun with the solo home run. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
This is the same guy that drove in their only run earlier in the game, so he's had a pretty good afternoon at the plate. Here he gets a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse, and he knows what to do with it when you leave a pitch there.
Here's Chris Carter now.
First baseman number 33.
As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Domingo Santana will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind in a count like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Skied into straightaway right. Beltran is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third
Aaron
baseman.
Hill will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Brewers do pick up a run on the Ryan Braun homer. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Alex Rodriguez will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Hit hard up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Yeah, that's his second hit so far. He's got 2 of their 4 hits, so at least he's seeing the ball well.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. He's set. Here it comes. Mark Teixeira is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. One-0 count. Here it is. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
On the move is Braun, and that's the first out of the inning.
At this point, base runners are what you need, so swinging at a 3-0 pitch and making it out really doesn't help the cause at all.
Brian McCann stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
Carlos Beltran stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
From the stretch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. They're still down. It's 2-0. Kirk Neuenhuis steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Sabathia into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
3-0 now.
No strike.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
now batting.
Leadoff man retired now for the shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Jonathan Villar steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Matt Garza will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Gone in order are the Brewers, as they're unable to. Starlin Castro will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch of the at-bat. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. It appears we've seen a lot of indecisive feeling at-bats so far here today.
And I think a lot of that comes from the way he's mixing his pitches. We've seen off-speed stuff and fastball counts, and we've seen him bust a fastball in when guys are sitting back. It seems like they've just been guessing wrong all afternoon. Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Grounded back up the middle. And this will continue on untouched into center field. Just went right past him.
Now batting, pitcher, Andrew Miller.
Rob Refsnyder will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 64, Rob Refsnyder.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Scooter Gennett will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Aroldis Chapman is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Scooter Gennett is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Chapman's ready. Here's the 1-0. Belted high and deep into right center. Ellsbury going back. Gone! solo shot to right center. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
The catcher, number 20.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And the first baseman can't get there. No outs, nobody on. Grounded to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Ran it in on the fists, 0-1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. On the ground to third. Rodriguez scoops it up. Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2.
First baseman, number 33, Chris Carter.
Chris Carter ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Domingo Santana is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Jacoby Ellsbury asked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Neuenhuis. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 11.
Brett Gardner will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air into shallow left center. Braun comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
And this is a situation where you've got back-to-back flyouts from 2 guys who really need to start hitting the ball on the ground. That speed isn't doing you any good when you're hitting lazy fly balls.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just 1 final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And he swings and misses. A good pitch.
For a guy who's had a good ball game, that's not the kind of swing you expect to see.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. VR is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.